Hey, we got sound. We got my face. It looks like we have a transport vehicle, maybe picks cars up from dealerships that got in an accident with this black vehicle. I believe it's the black. They had to stretch her out. I saw the firemen in and out the door. But doesn't look like anybody was transported. I'm not even sure where the fire department's at. Maybe they pulled in the parking lot here at the Ford dealership. Do we got sound? Let me know if we have sound. I'm on the other. I switched over to the other phone. I don't know what's going on. Why there's no sound on the other phone? I have the It's not muted. All the volume. Yeah, fire department's just leaving. Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is. So I'll probably do a test later on in the day on the other phone, see if the sound works or not. I'll put it in the comments, test. This is the world thing. We're right by Taylor where there's multiple accidents every year. Let me get this phone situated. Yeah, those that live here, right here. This is Taylor right here, where we get a lot of accidents, fatalities. But yeah, I don't know if this trucker went to make a right-hand turn in here. Obviously, he's got to be in the middle. He's got to kind of be in that second lane to get into the, if he was pulling into the dealership, to get into the dealership. He's not going to make it from the slow lane. Yeah, I need my oil, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, he's like grabbing it, like oil bottles and stuff. Hopefully you can hear me. I need to find some shade. Hey, that's a nice Bronco. I like the two-tone Volkswagen vans they got out there. Those are pretty cool. When they're two-tone, I don't like the single color on those vans that they got out there, but the two-tones. Yeah, in video earlier, the very first video we went on, reports of two ladies jumping off the pier, and unfortunately one of them, I don't know any details. I know they gave us CPR, and when they put her in the back of the lifeguard truck, they weren't giving any like first aid or any. I didn't see oxygen. Maybe I just didn't see it. And I didn't see it, so hope she should survive. I don't have any details on it, why they jumped off the pier or not. First was kind of possible suicide, but I can't. But then when you hear two women jumping off the pier. Yeah, Oscar of Huntington Beach had great photos of all the. He'll take pictures of the officers and everything, close up. What was the second accident we went on? I don't remember the second accident we went on. What was the second accident I went on? Crazy, my mind went blank. Oh, it was the one over so the one video the sound wasn't, the one where the sound wasn't working. I better check my phone. I see sirens down the street. So we'll see if we got something else going on. There might be some at Beach and Ellis. Appears to be some down by Beach and Ellis. Yeah, but anyway, the other one was a Prius and some type of Nissan, like Armada or some Nissan. Two were transported from that one. And again, I don't know why my sound's not working. I'm checking pulse points, see if we got another scene. We do got something going at Beach and Ellis. So we'll probably hop in the vehicle, see what we got down there. Not much more I can show here. It appears to be a transport vehicle for probably dropping cars off for the dealership. We are in front of the Ford dealership, and I don't know if maybe this guy went to make a right-hand turn in here, didn't see the car in the slow lane. As I said, he probably had to be in the second lane, try to make the right-hand turn in here. But we do have an accident at Beach and Ellis, about a quarter mile from, but I'm gonna have to walk to my car and we'll drive down there. We'll stay on here. Everyone's getting upset because of the traffic. Cars aren't moving. And there was like 3 cars trying to make a left-hand turn on this street, and appear to be no one transported. Let me double check. It doesn't look like anybody was transported from that accident right there, but quarter mile down the street, we got another accident. Again, I don't know what's going on with sound, so I'm on my other phone. Hopefully the lens ain't too dirty. At the moment, I can't read the comments. It's not muted, and I checked all the notifications, like the sound's on, everything's on full power. That's where they store their vehicles, huh? Here's an oldie, Crown Victoria. I saw them stored somewhere else also. I don't remember where. There's like 6 vehicles that they stored somewhere else. That one looks like has a busted out window. I got a ticket here before too. Did I say I got a ticket this morning? I was worried about parking too long, but I ended up getting a ticket over at the Huntington Pier. I could only film for 30 minutes or less. So I get back to my car, there's a ticket for 65 bucks. Street sweeping. Gotta read the signs. Man, I've had like 3 tickets like that too. I've had one on this street. I don't know why I got a ticket on this street. I didn't pay it. I was filming an accident right out at Taylor, and I got a ticket. But we'll get over the Beach and Ellis in a couple minutes. Sorry, I'm breathing hard. The reason I went to this accident, it said expanded traffic accident. And I forgot where I parked. I went to the wrong car. Yeah, I need that. I need a quarter panel. I need the bumper. I need 2 fenders. Hubcap. Actually, he's got wheels on. He or she's got wheels on it. Alright, give me a minute here. I'm going to put the camera on something else. That's what I fucked it up. Alright, we're going to go check out another accident desk down the street. We're at Beach and Taylor, and Beach and Ellis is about a quarter mile down the street. We'll go check that accident out. But it appeared to be no one transported from that particular accident. Crappy day for DoorDash. I'm having my worst day ever. When you let your ratings go down, they don't give you orders. Or they give you all 13-mile orders. I'm not going 13 miles. Those that do DoorDash or Uber, I don't. With those 1-to-1 ratios, going 13 miles for $13, I don't do it. And if I have to keep my ratings up, I don't do it. You got those that do DoorDash, you want to be at 80% or above. I just can't do it, especially having an anxiety disorder. So this might just be nothing, but we're going to check out. We're making a left-hand turn onto Ellis. We'll be there in 30 seconds. If nothing, we'll just end the video. I appreciate y'all watching. This was OC Street Live in the city of Huntington Beach. We just came from an accident. Ambulance is in front of me. I'm not sure where the accident is at over here. I believe it's going to be over in front of Panda Express area. Just the way the traffic's going through the light at Beach and Ellis. Appears to be going slow. And now I believe it's in front of Panda Express. Again, I don't know what's going on with my audio. So I put myself on another phone. I just don't. This was my original one I was using, and then when I got a new one, I switched over. I'll have to look into why the other one, the volume's not working. So the accident's actually in front of us. It's gonna probably be nothing. It's not. A van went up. We got multiple accidents appears. We might get out. There's at least 2 accidents. We got a van that went up on the curb here. Damn it. I don't know what to do now. There's more than one accident. We're not going to look at that one, sorry. We're going to come back around. I guess we'll make a U-turn. There was 2 accidents. So I don't know. There's a van up on the curb here missing a bumper, hit in the rear end. Right in front of the apartments here. Loose? Nah, they're not loose. What's the fucking name? Yeah, you probably couldn't see it right there. There's the van. One officer's taking the report, missing. Either he tore a bumper off a car, or he tore a bumper off a car, or his bumper came off. Because it kind of looks like a front bumper. So the other car is probably down the street, more towards Panda Express. Fire department was in the middle of the street. Officer's right there, so I'm not going to grab my phone. Technically, if I touch the phone, it's a ticket. So even though it's on a holder, it doesn't even matter what it's on. Everyone puts their phone on some type of holder, and if you touch it, it's a ticket. Last 2 times I got warnings. The one time, I swear I was on my phone. I was touching the radio knob, but my phone happened to be right in that area. And I almost positive my phone was on my seat. And you were on your phone, and the phone was on my seat. I didn't argue with me. He just argued with him. He just gave me a warning. So it appears to be maybe. I believe the van probably hit another car, and the van turned here onto Ellis, and the other car's on Beach Boulevard. I always hate when you want to get somewhere and the lights seems like they take forever. Yeah, they put a new animal hospital in here. Live Well Animal Hospital. To be honest, yeah, it's in like a 5-story apartment building. Then they got it on the first floor. It just opened up in I believe the last couple of weeks. The only thing, parking sucks at that building so bad. I make food deliveries there. Most of the time I can't even park. They got like 20 spots for guest parking, but I think all the people that live there have using the spot. It's always full. I don't know how the animal hospital deals. I'm almost positive 100 yards from here on the same side of the street as the animal hospital. So right now we'll be in that accident. Probably going to be another minute. We'll just take a look. Hopefully it's nothing. Gotta find where I put my other phone. Yeah, I need to figure out why the sound's not working. Yeah, so I was going to use the prison app, and then it said I have to activate it. I swear I just used it 2 weeks ago, the prison app, and then I was going to go live on the prison app, and it says I have to activate it. And I didn't have time to activate it because I was already at the scene. Everyone thinks they can run red lights here. So we do got a fire engine in the middle of the street. We'll turn into, they got one person in the ambulance. Potato chip. I was going to get lunch here maybe. Potato chips was my lunch so far. Not a good, we got a car in the middle divider. It appears to be a Toyota Camry. One of the older models. I mean, not one of the ones like 2018 or above. Appears the airbag went off. But the bumper on the other car kind of looks like a front bumper. But we'll see what damages is on this Camry. But they do got someone in the back of the ambulance. But you just got another alert of some activity out there. All right, we'll see if we can get alert back. We got some blockage of the police vehicles. Yeah, we're in front of Panda Express on Beach Boulevard in Huntington Beach. Gotta find where I put my keys. Come on, work with me, girl. Work with me. All right, I gotta find my keys. There they are. I don't know why I threw them on the passenger seat. Yeah, we're not gonna see much here. Blue Camry. Appears to be, it appeared the airbag went off. Ooh, nothing going right. All right, time to go drinking. I'm done. You fucking piece of shit camera. Yeah, we're not gonna see nothing here, but it looked like the airbags went off. Yeah, we're not gonna see nothing here. The police car is in the way at the moment. Yeah, so I don't know if this blue car was involved with that van down there. That probably what happened. All right, we're not going to get a look on the damage on the blue Camry. My apologies. I'll probably wait till we get right on the scene next time. Wait a few minutes to turn the camera on, make sure everything's working. Yeah, I can't get a look at that blue car. All right, if you just tuned in, we were at another accident where it appears a transport vehicle for the dealerships and used car dealerships got in an accident with a vehicle. Quite possibly the transport vehicle could have been pulling into the dealership and then got in an accident. Then another call came across as an accident at Beach and Ellis. The other one was Beach and Taylor. There's a van down there that had looked like a bumper was stuck underneath it, unless this blue car's missing a bumper. And damage to the rear of the rear doors. And I haven't been able to see if this front, here's the tow truck. So we'll stick it out for a minute. Maybe this police officer will move. We'll see if there's front end damage. I'm checking Pulse Point right now as another call came across. See what city it is. No, all the way in Irvine. Vehicle fire. You really got to be, yeah, they've been looking at this person. A couple of firefighters got out of it. They were looking at him for a while. Him or her. So we'll see if this police officer gives some room for this car. We'll take a look at the front, if it's front end damage. I just leave my videos up, good or not, I leave them up. I don't do editing, so you're gonna either have to watch the video to see what's going on, because I know people are asking, like, where's this at? Unfortunately, it's in the video. It's like, I thought the very first video, someone, oh, was it a surfer? And I almost paused it. I said, anyways, you're gonna have to watch my videos if I don't leave a description to find out what happened. Or right after this, I'm going to DoorDash driving, so I'm not gonna put no description. We're gonna see if this police officer moves, or maybe if the flatbed tow truck driver has enough room to get this vehicle on. We'll see if there's front end damage. But it looks like nothing else is going on in the city. The vehicle fire was in Irvine. You really got to be around the corner to catch vehicle fires. We've caught like 3-4 good ones because we're around the corner. But most of the time, if you're not around the corner, it's not even worth going. So one's being transported here, unknown condition. They were in the ambulance when I got here. Someone said Waba Grill was moving over into the corner building, but just to let you know, Waba Grill has always had their name on the side of the building there. Oh yeah, front end damage. He's working quick. Let me see what I can zoom in on. Sorry, I'm not reading comments. My apologies. You haven't followed me before. I'm an amateur that goes around, films on his cell phone. So what can go wrong with the cell phone will go wrong. So the front bumper probably was the one under that van, the van we drove by over here off of Beach and Ellis. It probably was the front bumper from this car. Why the vehicle traveled, like maybe traveled an extra couple hundred yards, who knows. Maybe they're just in shock of being in an accident. So we're right in front of the Panda Express. So remember I was telling you about an animal hospital being built over here? Right there. I believe there's one right there in the parking lot. I know I make deliveries there. I'm trying to see if there's a sign that says animal hospital. You know, I talk a lot. It's like where people, they put their restaurants, a Mexican restaurant gives another Mexican restaurant competition over off of Hamilton and Brooker's. There's 2 smoke shops right next to each other. It's like, what was that all about? But I don't think, just my opinion, that animal hospital won't survive. You don't got much parking. All right, back to the car here. It was a Toyota Camry. I believe the front bumper is sitting under the van that was around the corner over here off at Beach and Ellis. I'm going to get back to my other phone, see if I can figure out why the volume's not working, the sound, even though I have it on. All right, but thanks for sticking it through. My apologies for all the issues I have. Again, what can go wrong with me will go wrong. I apologize. All right, you guys have a good one.